Whatto chaps, welcome back to Crash Bandicoot's Insane Trilogy. In case, for all two of you who are wondering where I get my thumbnails from, it's literally just the start screen. Tonight we're going to jump into Crash 2 and see where we get, but first of all,
it's Crash Bandicoot!
We are going to do a little bit of cleanup. Now, I'm not actually going to be playing any of Crash 1, but I'm going to load this up to show you and explain a couple of things. Now, some of you, I imagine, at the end of the last episode, or stream, or whatever this is supposed to be, were probably thinking, Mike, 103% isn't full completion of Crash 1. And yeah, you'd be correct. In fact, full completion is 105%. It turns out that going back for the gold relics does actually make a difference. It does get you that extra percent. So I went back and I got the last 4 gold relics that I needed off stream. 104%. See, we're at I have a mouse, I can show you. 9 platinums, 18 golds, no sapphires, 27 out of 26, 27 out of 26 gems, we got everything. We're only at 104%. Turns out the game has a bug in it. If you finish the Great Hall's secret ending before getting everything else in the game, you can't get the last percent of the game. So thanks for that. We're stuck at 104% forever, but for all intents and purposes we are done with Crash 1. So let's start Crash 2. Yeah. He didn't say it. Oh, I was really hoping he'd say it's Crash Bandicoot 2. I love the warp room music. Let's real quick see if there's anything fancy going on here. No, but crouch and slide. Interesting, huh? Interesting. Let's go. I haven't played Crash 2 in a long time, but was watching a stream of it the other day, so we'll see how this goes. Probably about as poorly as Crash 1 did. Literally starting at the end of Crash 1.
Crystals, of course. No!
I feel like his dough in the original was a bit dumber, funnier. Oh yeah, a whole year later.
Cortex. To reach full power, we need not only your master crystal, but also the remaining 25 slave crystals from the surface. How do you expect to retrieve them when we don't have any earthbound operatives left?
You fool! Do you think I'm unaware of the situation? If we don't have any friends left on the surface, then we'll need to find an enemy.
A lot of stuff going on here.
Dad, my battery is fried. Make yourself useful, big brother, and bring an extra battery for me.
Oh my god, that's the same voice actor as... oh man. So many things I'm noticing here. Alright, so, Crash 2 looks slightly better. The original obviously made leaps and bounds on the first game. Speaking of leaps and bounds, controls. We have jumping, we have spinning, pretty standard, but we also now have sliding if I hold the B button, and if I really hold it, I crawl around like a real creepy Bandicoot, I don't know. Also, if you're holding this and you jump, you do jump a little bit higher. Similarly, slide jumps do the same, and that's it. I frankly have no idea there is a technique to going faster by doing this or something. I don't know at all. So yeah, Crash's sister gets introduced in this game. The villain in Jin gets introduced as well. There's the guy with the literal missile stuck in his head. Good pun name as well. I don't know why this pit exists, but it does. New enemy types, all sorts of new stuff. Ah yes, and then an actual death pit. Some lag there, that's fun. Oh yeah, and we're starting at no lives again, so that's fun. Gotta get used to actually death meaning stuff again, huh? Is that the armadillo making that weird noise? I think it is. What the hell is that? Also, box count. 10 boxes. It's a pretty short level, isn't it? That seems odd. Another question, why aren't these birds being affected by whatever's happening here? It's a trap. Oh, also sliding will hurt enemies, and it will be useful for getting under things. Something to mention.
Well, well, well. If it isn't Crash Bandicoot, welcome. I apologize for the crude means used to bring you here, but I'd rather expect a written invitation would have been turned down. I need your help. Surrounding you are a series of 5 doors. Through each door lies a well-hidden crystal. The crystals look like this.
They're not
Bring
well
me the crystals, Crash. That is all I will say for now. We will speak again.
Couple of things. Number one, they're not well hidden. Yeah, that's really it. So yeah, we get story in this game. We're stuck in this place called the Warp Room. Cortex is talking to us. This is a remix version of this 2's Warp Room theme and I like it already. It's cool. Over here, this wall used to be the way you'd save the game in the original. You just kind of walk up to this blank wall and it would bring up the save screen, but now you can just do it. Here we got Turtlewood, Snow Go, Hang 8, The Pits, Crash Dash. It's no longer a linear game. Of course you do have to beat all 5 of these levels, and then you can walk into the centre of the room and presumably do something with this, right? So yeah, we can choose any combination of any of this stuff that we want to go do. And over on these walls here we have a number of symbols that I guess I'll explain when we get there. Do Turtlewoods first. There is a reason for Turtlewoods first. Be kind to the boxes to earn a special gem. What the hell does that mean? Well, it turns out there's a hidden gem in the very first level of the game. And of course we never had these tips when we first played the game because we never had these loading screens. So, what does that mean? Well, be kind to the boxes. Right? That wall was slowing us down, that's new. Crash can't swim, by the way, as we've seen many times. So let's go through this entire level and not break any of the boxes. That's something there as well. Oh, also, another move that I haven't talked about, the body slam. If you press the slide button while you're in midair, Crash does this. You can barely millimeters move. You can spin while you're doing it, I guess. I mean literally spin around, but yeah. These turtles, spiky on the sides, but not on the top. You can do that. Again, enemy types. New enemy types that we will see and learn about as we go. So yeah, we never had loading screen hints when we first played these games. So I don't actually know how anybody ever figured out how to do this stuff, how to get this gem. Oh, this one's sneaky. Yeah, you can't actually get over these boxes. Or can you? And these pits are new and interesting. They spawn these enemy types, give you this weird kind of camera angle, and you can jump on this mushroom to get out. However, provided I'm actually not terrible, you can actually kind of slide, jump, spin to get out of these. I'm not entirely sure on the timing of it. I did it once. You can also jump over these pits too, if you're good enough. And know the exact distance, timing, whatever it is that you need to know to get over it. You can do that. Yep. So, crystal. These are what we're supposed to be picking up. I'm almost tempted to not pick this up, just to get the Cortex line at the end. You know what, we won't. Almost. Let's not pick the crystal up. Let's go to the end here. Oh, and look at that. A blue gem in all its glory. Now what I could do is just go back out, lose a life, and then come back and get both the gems in one run, but we're actually going to do 2 runs here, so that we can see Cortex's reaction to not picking up a crystal in a level. Because it's probably not something most of us have ever heard before, provided he does actually say it here. I can't remember exactly what he says, but it was funny if I remember rightly. Of course, we're storing those gems in our ear now, and every time we get a gem we get this dance, which is new as well, I think. Yeah.
No, Crash. To save the world, I need crystals. Crystals! One more time. They look like this. Crystals, Crash. Go back through one of those doors and bring me crystals!
So wait, what did he want? Crystals? Or crashes? I forget. Anyway, yeah, he didn't mention saving the world before. Apparently Cortex wants to save the world? I don't know about that. So yeah, in these walls we now have little reminders of what we've collected in each level and what is potentially available. So we've got the crystal, there's a long thin one. At the top we've got a gem, we have this blue gem indication, and then the relic at the bottom. Of course relics were not in Crash 2 originally, but they are now. So now let's go back through and actually do the levels as you're supposed to, right? Be kind to the boxes. Yeah, I have no idea how people figured out how to get the blue gem originally. And it's interesting that they put that in the very, very first level. And it's like the only time we've ever seen something like it in a Crash game, as far as I know. At some point at the end of the game, I believe we'll be able to run faster as well. But not yet. And again, not in the original. So this thing, interesting. We can body slam these. I think this is also the only one in the game. And it'll open up, opening like a semi-bonus level? Not really a bonus. Because it's not an official bonus. It's just kind of, I don't know what I'd call this. And yeah, we do actually, God, I was literally just saying, we do actually want to pick up all the Wumpa fruit to get live so that we do have a bit of a buffer. Also, here's something new, nitro boxes. They didn't warn you about these. They're a bit like TNT, but you see them jumping around? Yeah, they're a bit more volatile than TNT. If I touch them, they will explode. I don't know if I can get back to that box, we'll see. And they do kind of hop up and down as well, it's a bit scary. And of course, if you can't touch them, how do you break them? That is the question, and we'll find out at some point later. Hopefully I can make it back to that box over there. Yeah, there we go. Interesting. Did I? No. So this is basically teaching you about slide jumps, I think. These guys will lower their heads, bury their heads in the sand, these big old pink ostriches. And if they're down here like this, I believe, yeah, you can't actually make that jump anymore, so you gotta be fast. No, please? Thank you. So yeah, this little bonus level is basically teaching you about the new mechanics added to boxes and sliding and stuff. And here, a green metal box. Hit that, blows up all the nitro in the level. Done. And that's how you defeat Nitro in Crash 2. That is the only way to defeat Nitro, unless you can spin enemies into them. And they will chain react, so you gotta be careful about that. Here's a bonus level. These work exactly the same as they did in 1, in that if I die in here, it's not a big deal. And I think it acts as a checkpoint as well at the end. I think I just got an achievement for finding a bonus level, like that was really hard to find or something. And there you go, simple enough. I can't actually spin while I'm in here either. I'm pressing the spin button. I can't crawl either. I can duck. I wonder if I could drown. I kinda don't want to try that out. Oh, also if you're trying out the new spinning and sliding stuff in this game too much, they introduce those turtles to you immediately. To put a stop to that. Yeah, if you slide into them, you're gonna have a bad time. Not quite making these jumps. I honestly don't know how to do that. There's a sneaky box here. There you go. Easily missed, by the way, because you're so used to looking at the ground. And actually picking up the crystal, yes. I guess these are moles? I don't know, man. And that should be simple enough, right? Easy peasy. One crystal, one gem. One blue gem from the previous run. And now you know exactly how the game works. Mostly. There's still a few secrets and bits and pieces to talk about, but from now on it's basically just levels. So you're well up to speed, and you can enjoy the game. Although, again, I'd probably say that you should probably, if you haven't, go and pick this up and play it. Or, you know, find another way to do so? Question marks. And yeah, Crash will do this dance every single time. I'm gonna start skipping it at some point. But yes, we're gonna get interrupted again.
Well done, Crash. I knew I could rely on you. Now listen carefully. These holograms are hard to maintain. During the course of my intellectual pursuits, I have stumbled across a force that threatens to destroy the world. The crystals are the only means of containing it. The fate of the world is at stake. It is imperative, therefore, that you bring them to me.
Getting really close there, dude.
Are you there, Crash? Crash! Crash! Are you there, Crash? Are you there, Crash?
Of course, Crash can't really talk, so yeah. And yeah, the time trials come up, so it's not really worth going for them yet, because honestly, the best way to do them, speedrunners can do all this like ridiculous sliding stuff and go fast as hell. I'm gonna wait until the end of the game, until we've got the speed shoes to do these. Jeez, Snowgo also, the red gem, levels 1 and 2, 2 coloured gems. I believe there's only 5 in this game, but there's 42 gems. 42. Yeah, they introduced hidden gems in this game too. By the way, we are trapped in this warp room. We can't leave for any way. So basically, yeah, we're stuck doing Cortex's bidding, whether we want to or not. And yeah, I don't know for sure if we can actually finish the box gem in this level. Satisfying. Penguins, these guys have mohawks, they will spin. Don't know why you can do that. Oh, also ice physics. Let's break that TNT while I have some control. So ice physics are incredibly hard in this game. Really unforgiving. If I hold left and let go, it takes him ages to get up to speed, and if you want to turn around, it basically doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. There's no way. The best way to move on ice, even Crash himself is super unsteady, look at him. Best way to move on ice is to either crawl, you can't crawl, never mind, don't crawl. Don't crawl, that was just a guess, is to slide. That's the easiest way of changing direction quickly, but it's super unsteady and quite dangerous. Beware of sliding seals. And then of course the second bit of ice that they introduce you to has nitro on it, so don't go mad. Don't go too mad. So something interesting about what Cortex says is that I wonder if there's ever any reflections in these ice pads. Pads? Walls? Yeah, don't dilly-dally on these either. They'll start just going. Here's something we have to duck through. Cortex talks about some ancient evil. By the way, the red gem is up above me. You can't see it, you can just barely? I've got a mouse, I can't show you. You can just barely see a sparkle above me. In the originals you can actually see the red gem's up there. There it is, look, top left. Don't know what kind of ancient evil Cortex is talking about. My theory is that he's actually talking about Uka Uka. Sounds a bit like Aku Aku, doesn't it? The mask that follows us around. Yeah. Of course, we don't get introduced to Uka Uka until the third game, and I don't know if Naughty Dog ever had that planned or what. I have no clue. Also, it could just be completely hearsay and just guesswork. I have no idea. It's a complete theory. I don't know. It could just be a cover story for his evil plans, whatever they may be. Frankly, it doesn't really matter, does it? Oh, also, once you've done the bonus, they block them off. So if you miss one of the boxes and finish the bonus, you're screwed and you can't, like, belly flop into there. Also, I think belly flopping does give you a little bit of extra height, but of course you can't move after you do it, so... That's a thing. Also, sneaky nitro box there. There was the crystal, I didn't even see it. Also, take note of those two fake boxes there. So that's there. Again, another couple of very easily missed boxes there. Oh yeah, we actually can get the box gem in Snow Go. I didn't know. I didn't know that. Ah, that's why it's called that. Right, so slide spinning. There's a small delay after you slide where Crash has to, like, stand up. But if you spin, it cancels that animation, so you can keep your speed up. I didn't know that, and I just worked that out. We're learning together, guys. Alright, Snow Go. Lots and lots of puns in the names of these levels. It's a good feature. Yeah, stop. Cancel this. Spin. How do I cancel this? Ah, press the Y button. Or your inventory button.
So, you are helping Cortex gather crystals. Yet, you have acquired a gem. Interesting. Well, Crash, know this. As long as you are allied with Cortex, you are my sworn enemy, and I will do anything in my power to stop you. If the fate of the world is truly your concern, you must gather the gems, not the crystals. If you obtain all 42 gems, I can use them to focus a laser. Ah, yes, a laser beam that will destroy Cortex and the space station he has created. Until then, I must use my forces to stop you from gathering crystals.
So yeah, Cortex mentioned right at the start of the game that they have no forces left to gather the crystals themselves, which is why they've kidnapped Crash to do it. Turns out, Embryo's still hanging around. A bit more manic and insane from the last game, but what do you expect, really? He wants us to get the gems. Unfortunately, to go to the next set of levels, you need to gather the crystals. So we have no choice, really. We have to get the crystals, but think about getting the gems. There is another secret ending for doing that. And now for some of the best music in the game. Because it's Super Surf. Oh, and the mild remix of it is great. So, these levels. Robot fish. They look a little different, don't they? That invincibility is going to last no time at all, because vehicles are a thing now. You see there's a timer in the corner as well there too. I'm ignoring that for now. Yeah. If you hold nothing, you just go forwards. You can accelerate by holding the left stick, and you can press the spin button to go fast as hell and lose all of your control. It's fun. Obviously don't touch the mines, don't touch the whirlpools, because that will all do damage to you, and that's no good. Good old plants making a return. We're just going to go for the regular box gem. We'll just redo the level for that timer that's going in the corner. Can I make this jump? No. Ah, and with the introduction of sliding, you can take out boxes that are below dangerous boxes. This is new music too. Bit of a throwback to the old... Hold on. Nice amount of Wumperoo right now. Ruined. Bit of a throwback to the old bonus levels. Bit of a throwback to the old Up the Creek levels too. But remixed and different. Okie doke. That timer's gone. Don't know what that meant. Do I need this? I guess I need this. So yeah, getting the blue gem in Turtle Woods already giving us some payouts. That was an achievement as well, apparently. Probably for finding a colour gem pair. Slightly different music again. These hippos, a little bit like the lily pads. Big mistake there. A little bit like the lily pads in Crash 1. They will just sink after a moment of you standing on them. Obviously, if I were a hippo, I wouldn't like you standing on my back too. So what do you expect, really? They sure do look happy with themselves, look at them. Look at how hairy he is. Also, you can slide off the back of them too. mean. Very mean. Also mean, nitros. And it looks like we're going to have to come back here. These are ramps. You can go off them to go like that. It's fun. Fun stuff. You can boost off them to go even further. I don't know if it happens in this game. Hold on, let me hold left and right. No. Does that happen regardless? There's a little fakie there. Is that a fakie? No. Yep, just as backflip on his own. Okay. And now we have to go backwards. And I don't remember if there were any like dangerous boxes around here. Because my memory is bad. Did I just see something down there? Oh. Also, yeah, this board does have a turning circle to it. So you do have to do like little circles around. Pretty cool, the nitro in the level, big old explosion. I don't know why, but those plants always look really tempting to go for. Like they're just taunting you, it's a place you can never ever go to. And that seems interesting to me. I don't know why that is. Oh, I don't know if I actually explicitly mentioned. Yeah, all the enemies in these levels, they're not Cortex's minions, they're Brio's minions. As much sense as that makes that he's trying to get us to do stuff and stop us at the same time. I mean, he's clearly insane, so I wouldn't question him. So these will pull you in if you speed boost through them. It's not so bad. Also these walls, once you go over them you can't go back, so that's a point of no return. Alright. That should be one box gem and one crystal. However, we saw a mechanic in that level there. Again, a lot of new stuff all being thrown at you in the first warp room to get you used to all the different things that you can do. We saw a mechanic in there that is new. What could it mean? Well, it means we're going to have to replay the level. Let's see if anybody shows up to talk to us here. Sure do.
3 crystals. Not bad. I see you are getting the hang of it. I need to conserve power.
The hang of it? Hang
I will communicate with you again after you retrieve the 5th crystal.
I don't think we ever see those camera enemies again, either, like from the original game. Like they were just kind of hanging out in Cortex Power and stuff, and like Generator Room and in those levels. I don't think they ever show up in this game apart from as a cameo there, if you can call it a cameo. So, hang 8. You see this gem slot there? Hidden gems. Yeah. So the first hidden gem was for breaking no boxes in Turtle Woods. What could the second hidden gem be? Well, it isn't for breaking no boxes, I'll tell you that much. It is instead to do with that timer, rather obviously. I think you can make this jump by sliding across here, by the way. But I'm not going to risk. No riskerino, no point. Actually, let's risk it. Yes, prove a point. Right. I will break this checkpoint and I will break no others in this level. If I do that, it will give me multiple chances at doing this section. Now then. As you might have guessed, it is, in fact, a speedrun challenge. But how far do we have to go? I hear you not asking me. Well, turns out you have to get to the end. So again, not breaking any of the checkpoint boxes. Just so that we have the most amount of time possible to potentially mess this up and to reset the level if we need to. There you go, simple enough. We had like 15 seconds left. Plenty of time. Easy peasy, one hidden gem. I don't know if that mechanic ever shows up again in the game. I don't know. But now you see why there's 42 gems in the game and not like 26 or however many it was in the first game. 27 with Somi-san. Still good animations. I love it. Alright, so we're doing pretty good. We're missing a red gem, but apart from that we've got everything else. Into the pits, I guess. Ah yeah, I forgot about locked boxes. I'll show you those when we come to them. Yeah, body slamming isn't a thing. Oh, I've got hiccups, that's good. Not a thing you really use too often. Yeah, here's basically another jungle level. Invincibility! See you later, burp. Oh, the pits might be a level that actually has branching paths in it. Excuse me? Thank you. Oh. Oh my god, we're gonna go invulnerable again. Oh, this hiccups is the worst. It really is bad. Yeah. So we got these birds that fly us, we got these guys. This is a branching path. There are boxes on both paths. Which is kind of a pain. Oh, the music when you're invincible is just so good. This is also a reason for it branching, because I believe that actually shows some boxes in the next area, in the side bit. Oh, also these guys. Yeah, you can slide into those and spin them to get rid of those turtles. Now though, we have to go backwards, and running back into the screen is never an easy thing. So, forgive me for being a bit careful here. I don't know how far back we have to come either. Oh, there's that dude. I hear that guy. I just know there's going to be a pit or something that messes me up. There's a checkpoint. I can actually hear these guys, so that's not bad. As a kid, I don't remember ever being able to hear them. Oh. You don't want to jump on those turtles. As if that wasn't obvious enough. And there's more boxes. And that's where the paths rejoin. So now we can go back through the level. Hopefully not mess this up. Also bearing in mind that those sections were always stupidly more difficult when you were a kid. Robot birds. Because the FOV, I'm sure, was much less forgiving. These are technically enemies as well, by the way. They will actually attack me if I leave them to get out of those holes, but obviously you don't want to do that, so you don't. Right. New box type. This is a reinforced box is what they're called. You can't jump on them, you can't spin them, because they're reinforced with metal. You can, however, body slam them. That's the only way to destroy them. I believe explosives might also. Although I'm not entirely positive about that. Ah yes, this is a bit of a puzzle. I think I have to do this bonus. Because you gotta come back for that. Never mind. These boxes don't all have 5 jumps on them. Luckily we get as many goes at this as we need. Oh, and if it wasn't obvious already, Crash has a recovery time when you body slam, so you don't wanna be using that too liberally. Damn it. So begins the fail through of Crash 2. Oh. Interesting. Right, so the body slam button is the same button as the slide button. If you land, of course, you will slide. So don't do that. Guys, does this look hard to you? Because it doesn't look hard to me, and it really shouldn't be. So I don't know why I'm having this much trouble with it. Incompetence is the answer, actually, that's why. Ooh, they don't give you the life the second time round. Rude. Ah, so 2 bounces each. Now the thing is we need to get back over there, and I don't know if we can. Nope. Now we know 2 bounces, not 5. So if we only have 2 bounces and we need to use them to get back up, let's do this. Crash 2 was a fair bit meaner in its bonus levels than Crash 1 was. There we go, that should be enough to get us back. And it does this because, obviously, they're bonus levels and they're much easier. And there's a save load system and the gem thing of, like, you can't... In Crash 1 where you had to make it to the end of the level without dying to get the gem, that's no longer a thing. You can die as many times as you want, as long as you get all the boxes, it's fine. Most of the time. There's always a caveat. Most of the time. Is that all the boxes? It sure is. Oh, I'm never going to make that jump. Because I could try doing this. There you go. Some level of skill has been shown. So anyway, the point that I was trying to make is that because they're more lenient with the difficulty of picking up gems now, the fact that you can die, they do punish you a little bit in the bonus levels. They do actually have a lot of puzzle elements in those bonus levels now. And I appreciate that, because variety makes platformers fun. Ooh. Imagine vomiting up a crystal that was like that. Probably hurts. And nobody wants to talk to us this time. No secrets in the pits. Crash Dash, though. Also no secrets by the looks of it. Sliding can help me move faster. It can. It can. There is a technique called the neutral slide spin, and there's also a technique called the hob slide. I have no idea what either of those mean, but it involves sliding and spinning to go faster. Yeah, if you didn't already know about the sliding mechanic, welcome to the sliding mechanic. welcome to the boulder levels. Yeah, those mines. Those are mines. Even. Mines will not kill you, but they will slow you down. So obviously you don't want to get hit by them. I also don't feel the need to be sliding and spinning to go faster. These boulders are very easy to escape from, provided I don't hit mines and electric fences. Everything should be fine. I wonder. No, we didn't do the animation here. I think it was Crash 1 or Crash 2 where the boulder smacking into the end of the tunnels here would cause Crash to do like a front flip, like a roly-poly, and be like, oh man, that was close. Not anymore, it seems. Also, if you slide, it becomes a little bit less controllable. So I'm just not doing it. Obviously, if you want to go faster, then by all means, you want to do that. Oh, also I said that there's no way to break nitro boxes. Well, there aren't, but if external sources break them for you, then that's great. I don't remember if there's anything down there. I'm gonna go ahead and go with no. What is this music? Didn't need to detonate both, but I felt like it was fun. Don't know what I was thinking, honestly. Well, actually, no. I'll tell you exactly the exact thoughts that were going through my head there. Boingy, boingy. That's it. Just repeatedly. Alright, it's gonna annoy somebody that I've left 3 fruits there. I believe it was Crash 2 as well that made those boxes only 5 jumps instead of 10. So that was a standard by this point. Alright, we're going towards the screen, aren't we? Oh, also another mechanic. Speed pads! Yeah, you get a lot... You lose a lot of control when you run into these, and you only move in the direction that they show. Of course, that is away from boulders. They are meant to be helpful. Not always, though. They're not always too helpful. Also, the boulder will break stuff for me, so I'm not really too concerned about doing that myself, but I do because it's kind of part of the fun. Lives are good. Ah! Crash Crush. We did, boys, we did. I got greedy. That's what you're supposed to do. Not that specific bit. No, that was incorrect. You're supposed to just let the boulder break a lot of the boxes for you. Of course, then you miss out on the goodies in them, which could be bad. Depends. So there's a life in there. Actually make sure that those get broken. There we go. We missed out on a couple of lives, we died a few times, it was entirely pointless. But hey. We got there, we got the gem, we got the crystal. And that is all 5 of the first set of levels. So what now? Also I'm curious how many gems total that is. Crash Dash. There we go. 1 crystal. I can't skip this animation, by the way. I can skip the dancing. Simple as that. All the levels now just kind of become unavailable. Oh yeah, and this shows up. This was our load save wall. Remember I talked about that very early on? No longer a load save wall. Oh, that's 7 gems by the way. Yep, that is exactly what happened in the thumbnail there. Crash being crushed. Yep. So, it used to be that this little platform would show up and you'd be able to move the platform up and down like an elevator, and in between floors of this warp room you would fight a boss. But now, since you can just press left trigger to load and save instead of going to the wall, they repurposed said wall for the boss. So now after I've beaten Ripperoo, I can go and fight Ripperoo again whenever I want, whereas previously in the original games you couldn't do that. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at Ripperoo, see how he's evolved since the previous game. Remember, he got a doctorate and everything, he's a super clever Dr. Ripperoo now. See, there's his Roo doctorate, there's his hat. Very clever man. Or kangaroo, I guess. A blue Roo, there's his cane, still wearing his straitjacket for some reason. And this is how he fights us. By setting off chain reactions of TNT, really. And then Nitro. Now obviously we don't want to get hit by that Nitro. So you just find a safe spot, wait until he blows them all up, and then give him a good old spin. This whole fight is entirely about knowing where he jumps and where he doesn't. Also about spacing your TNT and your Nitro properly. Oh my god, the noises he makes. Hilarious, but manic. Absolutely manic. So yeah, TNT doesn't stun him enough. If you try and spin him, nothing happens. F equals MA. Force equals mass. Force equals mass times acceleration. So yeah, like I said, this entire fight is just about knowing where stuff explodes and standing in the right place. Speed times time equals acceleration. Maybe. Also want to be careful. I don't know if you can run off the edge. I'm obviously going to avoid doing that. Also, since it's a chain reaction, literally a chain. Messed that up quite badly there. You can actually run behind it and be somewhat safe, but I wouldn't recommend. This is actually the arena we originally fought him in as well, by the looks of it, but he's obviously gotten rid of all the mess that was in here. The mess of floating platforms and big TNT, but we're still fighting with TNT, I guess. It's just not as susceptible to it anymore. Are they boomerangs that circle his head when he's all dizzy like that? Alright, here's the part where I don't remember the pattern at all. So I'm just going to kind of run away from him. No, this way. Okay, risky. There we go. Stick his head in the rock somehow, I don't know how that happened. Poor Ripperoo. I almost feel bad for him. But at least I wrecked him out of his straitjacket. Also, I saw one of the books on the side was called War and Pieces. I wonder what other like Easter eggs there are in that. That's fun. There we go, Ripperoo. Defeated. You don't get anything for being a boss. But you do unlock this. So if we can hit the old right bumper, we can go up. Welcome to Warp Room 2. Where we've got this. Hi Jar Jar. How you doing?
I see that Ripperoo failed to prove much of a challenge yet again. But back to business. There are crystals to be gathered, 20 to be exact. The planets will align shortly, all 13 of them. And this will create a power great enough to rip the Earth apart.
Or will it?
Properly utilized, however, the crystals can absorb and contain the energy.
Crash, is that you? I've been looking everywhere. I don't have much time to tell you this. You have to be careful. Trusting Cortex seems a little unwise, Crash. I can't keep the data path open much longer. Crash, you need to...
I believe that voice actor is in Jimmy Neutron as well. I just can't remember her name. I know her from Guild Wars 2, but yeah, been in a lot of stuff. So yeah, this is obviously a new feature. Let's interact with Coco. No. Of course we do. Alright. Now we can play as Coco for really no reason. Just right trigger to do that. Nothing special from doing this, but hey, let's play as Coco for a little while. Can I place her in Crash? Two's better than one? They're both good games. They're both good games. But yeah, I think 2 is better than 1. I will say that too. Oh, unlock a new path by earning the red gem. So I'm gonna... Again, I'm playing this fairly blind. I don't remember a lot of these games. She can crawl around as well. Animations I've never seen. Rip. Also an animation I've never seen. Coco being killed. Mistakes. Ice physics, guys. Ice physics are hard. Yeah, anyway, I'm playing this blind, meaning that I don't really remember what gems are possible to get on the first run through levels. So I'm just going to go for all of them, and then if we find out that we need a special gem later on, we'll just come back for it at a later date. Over here? No sir. Porcupines though. Very scary little buggers. Don't want to touch them. I don't know why there's porcupines in a snowy environment, but there you go. I'm one of those people who likes killing all the enemies, so of course you can just jump over them. Yeah, see, look, you need the red gem. Look how gracefully Coco skates. Also, I'm having real trouble getting up there. You can't just hold right to get up. You can't slide because you get stuck as well. You lose momentum. Body slamming. What does she look like when she does that? It's a butt stomp. She leaves an impression in the room, that's fine. Oh, I nearly jumped straight into that. That would have been very unwise. Also, was that whoa a crash sound? Pretty sure that was Crash going whoa there. That seems odd. That laptop is not going to work after that. There we go. Totally worth it, because I'm losing all these lives. This is one of those, is it? Ooh. Oh, the ice falls on you too. Forgot about those. You gotta react fast, guys. In other words, don't go too fast. Can I spin? I can. A technique that I realised you could do very late was spin jumping. Because if you jump and spin, you lose height. But if you spin jump, you actually retain it. I wasn't aware of that. Ah! Now here's a theory I want to test. Because he can move faster on ice, I wonder if you can slide under those icicles. You sure can. Bonus! I wonder if the hitbox is quite as large as Crash's when he body slams. That was completely wrong. Yeah, it totally was a Crash whoa when I lost her in that pit earlier. Because she definitely went ooh there. Interesting. Lives to beat the game with no game over? I don't know, I beat Crash 1 with no game overs. So we'll see. God, it actually takes a time to sit down. This is gonna be sketchy, isn't it? That's not so bad. Besides, the game kind of throws lives at you pretty liberally, for the most part. Anything back here? No sir. Welcome back to Jungle Rollers. Been a while since we've seen these guys. Of course, we're not in the jungle anymore, so I don't know why they're here. Maybe the jungle froze over. Maybe there's some story involved too. I'm not aware of. Actually, let's make sure there's nothing above here. Penguins! Yeah, we missed a fair few boxes there. That's not good. So you need the secret path, you need the red gem to be able to get all those. Rip me. Which means we need to find another way into, was it Snow Go? The first ice level, where the red gem is hidden. Much nicer animations for Coco pulling out gems and stuff, apparently. Air Crash. There's a lot of gems and stuff in this level. Let's go. Air Crash. I wasn't aware that Coco could do these levels, but interesting. A perfect run up to a death platform makes it appear. Now then, what does that mean? Well, hopefully I'll make it and I'll be able to show you. The thing is, that does actually mean making it. Now that it's warned me of that being a thing that I have to worry about, I'm now fully expecting to die. I've never seen... oh man. Hold on. While we currently have masks, I'm gonna go for the death route, but remember this spot, because we'll be back here. Does Coco do tricks on this as well? Apparently. Yeah, she totally does. She's just as cool as Crash is. Careful of all the nitro, jeez. That's no good. Didn't see that second platform until it was too late. Ooh. Alright, bonus. Can I just... I can't spin these. Bop. Relatively easy bonus, right? Oh, I missed one. No, I didn't. But I missed a whole one of the fruit. I would have had the entirety of everybody being very angry at me. Oh, look at that. This is mean. One crystal. Just ahead, we are seeing something here. Oh, and I didn't make it. So I reckon that platform might disappear. It sure did. So that is a death route. I don't know why they're called death routes, apart from having a skull and crossbones on them. They are harder, typically, than your regular route. And if you make it to the platform and die, then it disappears. So that's kind of a reimagination of Crash 1 mechanics, where you needed to like get to the end without being killed. Kind of reintroduced it in a much nicer fashion, I would say. Here we need to make this jump, and this jump, and this jump. That's quite mean, because of course you can't get off the ski thing when you're on it. Now, even meaner, we need to get back. Fairly difficult jumps then. Go, go. So there you go. Immortal spin. Do you just mean the tornado thing that you can do? Okay. Oh, we can just squeeze through that. Interesting. Now then, is that all the boxes? Not even close. I'll have to redo that then. Oh, of course, because we didn't break a nitro thing. I don't know if the immortal spin really makes you immortal. It is just spinning. Things can still hit you when you're spinning. Oh. Animations we haven't seen. So we're back into Air Crash because there's that death route we need to do, and that area that I said to remember. I don't actually know if we can get the regular box gem in this level yet. Okay, good start. Solid start. Hopefully that doesn't actually influence things. Anything above? Okay. Again, remember this section. Because we'll be back. I don't know if we need another gem burst for this. Well, that's a yikes from me, boys. Platform, actually seeing it this time. There we go. Now another trick with death roots, which I didn't actually know until I saw Jane do it the other day. If you get the checkpoint after the death route, then it will stay even after you die. So they'll give you multiple attempts. I didn't know that. I had absolutely no idea. There you go. If you didn't either, now you've learned. Thing is, we just have to get there. Okay. Alright, and that checkpoint is just there, remember? So we'll just do what we did last time, break all these boxes. Make sure that guy's gone. Grab that checkpoint. And now, even if we screw this up, this platform will always be here. Yeah, welcome to the death route. That is an achievement, apparently. Cheated death for the time being. Oh god, those platforms. The timing is ridiculous. Ooh, that did not feel very good. But hey, we got it. We got it. This is pretty mean. You have to speed boost through there. Wait for these. Wait for these again. Simple enough, right? Get these hippos. And, one gem. Aku Aku is freaking out. So is Coco, apparently. Yeah, alright. We'll bank this gem and then we'll come back to this level. Because there's still stuff to do. Would you believe it? And that confirms that we need to come into this level from a different place to get the actual box gem. There you go. I didn't know Coco had a dance. It's very similar. Anyway, one more thing to do in here. Only one though. Oh, well, until later when we come back in from a different entrance. Yes, there are secrets in this game. We just need to get to that place that I told us to remember earlier on. And then we need to actually do the thing to make it work. Right, I do not want to be invincible for this. I like how Aku Aku turns around instantly and Coco doesn't. That's weird. So, yeah, it might look obvious now, right? But it ain't easy. See that suspicious looking platform over there? Yeah. That's a secret. Jumping at the jet board is the achievement there for finding the first entrance to the secret warp room. Yeah, there's actually a number of ways in here. And that's the first of the entrances. This is it. We get to see a number of things here and there. Road to Ruin, don't know what that's about. Totally Bare, don't know what that's about. Totally Fly. Here's one of these save walls I was talking about earlier. Air Crash. Apparently there's an entrance into Air Crash. Interesting, right? But that's not the one that opened. Snow Go did. You seeing what I'm seeing? This red gem? Yeah. So this is a secret way into Snow Go. And this should allow us to get the red gem, as it says in the tooltip. Nice! If I remember rightly though, this is quite difficult. Ugh. A lot of enemies. I feel like in Crash 2 they really did give you a lot of enemies. Wait, am I double masking right now? No. They took him away from me because they knew this would be cheesable. And that's not good. I could have used him to get those lives. Oh well. Now then. I don't fully understand how this was done, but it is possible to get that mask. I really, really want it. It's slide, spin, jump, body slam, I think. There we go. Thanks, Jane. Thank you very much for that. Welcome to hell. By hell, I mean nitros. Of course, that whole slide, spin, body slam thing was entirely pointless because you can just come back here. But hey, it's a technique you can use to get that a bit faster. Now my problem is this section. Because it ain't easy. Did I move towards the screen? Because I was not paying attention there, clearly. Oh, you can go so fast! Oh. Okay. Mr. Sealman. Mr. Seal? Okay. Ice physics are hard. Interesting. I couldn't get that. Maybe. Okay. Difficult. Stop. Chill out. Maybe you can do that same technique for these lives? It's so hard to move to the exact spot though. You sure can. Nice. Okay, you know what? This is hard. Also, you kind of conserve momentum if you hit a box like this. If I slide like this and then jump over here, it does slightly preserve that momentum. It's weird in that way. Right. Now we want to be extremely fast. But also careful. To make the most out of this mask here. And one red gem. Of course, the only actual boxes that were in that room were nitro boxes, and there is a nitro destruction box in this level, so we already got the box gem. No problemo, right? So I don't need to think about doing any more box breaking, but I'm going to anyway, because I can't help myself apparently. Invincibility! It was that old nitro box break. so satisfying. Yeah, let's just break that. There you go, 1 red gem. But what do we do with the red gem? I honestly don't remember. I don't remember what we needed it for. If anything. If anything at all yet. Maybe we didn't. But anyway, that spits us out back here. Gives us a old red gem. Get to see Coco's dance again. Fun stuff, but let's swap back to Crash. Is that everything in this warp room now? It sure is. So back up we go. Snowbiz. Did we need a gem for that? Hold on. I'll just check. Yeah, unlock a new path by earning the red gem elsewhere, so we can go ahead and get this gem too. Or we can try anyway. Welcome, Crash, to Snowbiz. Mean that they put the stopwatch there. To actually give you a chance of dying before you touch it. Oh, we killed a lot of enemies there. Get out of here, Seal. Ain't nobody asking for you and your company. Let's make the most out of this interesting red gem path. I don't know if there's any boxes or anything there, but I guess we'll never find out. One nitro box. Get out of here. That's unfortunate. I don't know if we want to go this way first. We can't. Probably something important up there, right? I don't actually know if there was anything down here. Ah, you had to do that. Okay. I thought that was just bonus boxes. Not the case. Whoops. $99. There we go. Extra lives galore. Let's wait for this guy this time. There we go. Stupid spiky git. Almost just jumped into that TNT, that would have been very extraordinarily silly. Careful, matey. Totally worth. Extra life. Yeah, a little bit of a harder path. Not too much harder. Yet. Get out of here. Don't know if we needed to slide there, but did anyway. delicious, delicious Wumpa fruit. Oh, there's one missing there. Okay, that one gets to live. It gets to live. As much as a Wumpa fruit can, anyway. Delicious. Anything up here? That'll be a no. I believe these are the road to nowhere bridges, yet they fall apart. Gotta be careful here. Oh, and there. This is mean as hell, by the way. Very mean. Ice. More ice. Ooh. Again, be careful. And that's all the nitro in the level. I don't know where that puts us back at. I'm actually just gonna hop back. This was the checkpoint, okay. So we've not missed any boxes by going that route. But what we have gained is a whole bunch of destroyed ones. So jolly good. Oh. Good, you can actually make it back up there. That would have been really lame if you couldn't. So much ice. Right, you don't actually need to slide under those, but I feel like I have to every time. This one I remember just being speed boost. The second part of it is the speed boost. First part of it is the patience. Damn. Go. Was this one of the bonuses that I was having trouble with? Ah. No. Not really. But ice is the worst thing ever invented for games. I wonder who made the first ice level in a game and thought, yeah, this is fun. Oh, it's slippery, it's hard to do. That makes it fun, right? And then who adopted that afterwards and thought, yeah, these should be a trope. We should use more of these. Because that person was an absolute genius, but still. Terrifying. Terrifying. Ice physics are not exactly well liked in any game, I think. What we're doing? I was trying to body slam that box there. Metal crate. Mistakes have been made. I got stuck. There we go. One gem. Nice. So getting the red gem allowed us access to get that gem. And now I feel like we haven't missed anything. Oh, apart from, was it Air Crash? Yeah, we're missing that one out of Air Crash. Oh well. We actually can't get that. We need to find the secret entrance into there. Bear it. Oh, also, little polar bear here. jump on him 10 times, and he gives you 10 lives, I believe. I don't think those crystals ever used to do that either. Interesting. Actually putting things in the warp rooms. Anyway, 10 secret lives there if you needed them. Now on to Bear It. Fun little level here. If you remember Hog Wild and Hog Ride from the previous game, Bear It is the evolution of that, with a recurring character, the little polar bear now. And yeah, you can tell what's about to happen. Also, this music is amazing. It's a lot less Christmassy though in this remix. I'll just let it play out. There is one new feature though. You can press the spin button to go fast. I will not be doing that. I'll just be listening to the music because it's great. Ice. So, no longer is the relic for these sorts of levels completely free. Because you do actually need to do the runs. Oh sorry, it's not the spin button, it's the slide run. You do actually need to time your sprints correctly. What's that box? Hitboxes are hard. Also, that crash ice block is hilarious. You can't sprint on ice either, by the way. Watch out for flying orcas, apparently. Sprint! I really just wanted to show it off. But yeah, if you sprint... I didn't mean to die twice, though. If you sprint, you will also jump further. It's also a set time that it sprints for. You can't just hold the button and go forever. That's only a thing that happened in Crash 3. Anyway, now that we're done getting our ass beat by some ridiculously easy stuff, off we go. We just get tossed off the bear. And now we're here. We're missing some boxes? No, we're not. Simple enough, right? The hitboxes on the bear are not exactly the easiest thing to judge, and when it turns around corners automatically, certain times when it has to do that, it's hard to judge exactly what the bear is going to touch in terms of boxes and stuff. So those levels, mostly very easy, but deceptively difficult sometimes. Ah yes, Bear It. Okay. The Snoobies, Air Crash and Bear It are done. Just got Crash Crush and the Eel Deal. Green gem and the Eel Deal. I think we might go for the Eel Deal first then. Now let's do Crash Crush. I'll give you 2 guesses as to what Crash Crush is going to be in terms of a level type. Alright. Make your guesses. Those of you that said it's going to be A, running towards the screen level, you were correct. Those of you that also said it was going to be a boulder level, well done. You have earned the points. Where you can spend said points, or what you can do with them. But points, apparently. Slide under these, by the way. Oh, and there's a demonstration of the mines that don't kill you, since I didn't do that earlier. Also, interestingly, branching path in Crash Crush. Not exactly the easiest one to get to, but there you go. That's new. We've never seen a branching path in one of these levels before. Also, it doesn't really do a whole lot, does it? Oh, look at all that! Look at all that fruit! Oh yeah! Delete the scurvy. I'm kind of worried about Nitro and all sorts of other things. Okay, here we go. Those little green squares on the path here sort of denote to you where the speed pads are going to be. So if you follow them, you'll be okay. Also, as far as I remember, you want to be as far away from this boulder as you can be. I don't know why though. Free life there, very good. Oh, this will be satisfying. Yes, indeed. Problem is, can I get back there? Maybe I can. There you go. I think that is a little bit cheesy though, what I did there. Because the actual distance, the actual height you can jump here is like just to the top of the third brick section there, the top row of bricks. If you spin, you get a little extra height. I don't know if I actually needed to come back here or not. I guess not. It's a fairly difficult trick to to pull off as well. The slide, jump, spin. Just because it's 3 different buttons, you kind of have to roll your finger over, or your thumb. Don't miss this, by the way. Very easily missed crystal there. I haven't mentioned the music in this level either. Very good. Oh, also, when you've got a speed boost going, it does break boxes for you. Yikes. So you don't need to worry about that. But also the boulders will break boxes for you too, so... What boulder? Not even worried. Ah, that's why you need to go fast. Greed. Extreme greed. There we go, 1 gem. Yeah, you need to get that far ahead of it so that you actually have time to do the body slam. As we've seen, it takes a second or two and you can't move, and then you need to recover, and... Oh, it's a mess. It's a mess. So go fast is the question? The answer. The answer. What am I talking about, man? Help me. There we go, Crash Crush. Done. Also, I think you can only do the lives bear trick once. Maybe you can do it once per game over? Maybe you can do it once per load? I don't know. It might just be once per game. I don't know. Anyway, the eel deal. There is a green gem in here to find. And if I remember rightly, this one's a bit mean. Behind something fake, it says. Once again, as kids playing the original versions, we didn't have those tooltips. So how people figured any of this stuff out, I have no idea. So yeah, here's a mechanic that they're introducing. Fans. The fans will hurt you, but they've got these scrub dudes. You can spin into them to break them. These guys that scrub the floor. Also eels. Electric eels, of course. As far as I know, you can't kill them. Just avoid the electric. Simple enough, right? taking so many risks here to kill these scummy dudes. Also, mice or rats with armor on them. Don't spin them. You can jump on them. That was close. And branching pathways. Oh, what's here? Well, just a bunch of nitro. We don't need to go this way. Right, that would be stupid. That would be absolutely stupid. Yeah. How anyone was supposed to work that out, I don't know. That's quite mean. Quite mean indeed, but hey, we need to go there. Roll them barrels, boys. I don't know if these platforms stay up. There you go. One green gem. Now let's try and get back. Of course, if I touch the electrified water, you're gonna have a bad time. Okay, it seems... Oh, the nitro here is going to be a bit difficult to avoid. It sure is. Oh god, we lost 2 masks by doing that. Oh well. That's what masks are for though, isn't it? Oh, I don't know if these sync. I want to play this safe. Okay. 1 checkpoint. 1 bonus. 1 love. 1 vision. Just gimme, gimme, gimme. Fried chicken. Oh, satisfying. One easy bonus. So I don't know if it's me, but I feel like there's a lot of different bonus music themes in this game. Like I don't recognise a lot of them, but then again, Crash 2 stuff I don't recognise a lot of. So you know, I don't know. I guess timing here is the name of the game. Do we want to go this way or this way? Well, that's the crystal. Oh, also, if you leave it too late in a jump, as you're falling perhaps, to try and do a body slam, it doesn't work. Again, another nuance of the game that you don't really get by, unless you play it yourself. And yeah, that's another easily missable crystal, I suppose. If you don't choose to check out that path. I don't trust myself here. Yikes. Nice. So yeah, also body slamming on certain boxes sometimes doesn't give all of the potential loot you can get out of it. Loot? Fruit loot. So if you body slam on one of the bouncy boxes, you don't get all 10 fruit out of it. Also, what is this that I see? Yeah, hanging bars, another new mechanic in Crash 2. You just jump onto them and you can move. Simple as that. It's basically like running really, but you're on the ceiling and you can spin. If you jump, you fall off. Simple enough. Right, that's it. That's it, that's the whole control scheme of this section. Obviously you can't kill spiky dudes though, so don't even try. Also don't accidentally press jump, because you'll fall and it looks pretty hot down there. This is a lot of the reason why I like Crash 2 as much as I do. Crash 2 is, like I said in the previous stream, kind of the weird middle child of the Crash trilogy, I think. A lot of people say, oh, Crash 1 is the best because it's the original. A lot of people say Crash 3 is the best because it's the last one that they did. So of course it's the best. 3 gems, look at that. Progress. To me, I think Crash 2 is really good because I didn't play it as much, and it's got standout sections, and I think they innovated quite a lot over the first game with a lot of new mechanics that Crash 3 just brought forwards. Didn't bring quite as many new things to Crash 3, but I think it perfected them. Crash 2, very much an innovator, I would say. That's the eel deal done. Blech, indeed. And messages. Hello, friendo.
10 of 25 crystals. You're on your way. I'm running low on power, so communication from this point will be difficult. Remember, I'm counting on you.
I wonder what he actually says there. Who knows? I don't think we'll ever know. That's quite the electrifying portrait there. Okay. Yeah, Crash 2 made a lot of innovations, like just to reel some stuff off. Warp rooms, nitro boxes, sliding body slams, reinforced boxes, nitro explosive crates at the end to get rid of the nitros, death routes, timer mechanics, running with bear. I mean, that's 9 things I can think of. Oh, hanging sections. Saving, that's 11. You know, plenty of stuff. Now then, is that Warp Room 2 fully done? Did we miss anything in Warp Room 2? Oh, air crash. Yeah, we can't do that yet. A new boss for the series, the Komodo brothers. I don't believe that we actually see these guys anywhere else in any of the games. But yeah, as with most bosses in these games, they're quite easy. A good old knife-throwing circus act. If anything, we see these guys appear in Crash 3 as the Arabian enemies. So yeah, it is just a case of avoid the spinning dude. The other guy's going to attempt to throw knives at us, and you just spin the dude into his friend. Or, well, his brother, I guess. That's it, that's all you can do. That's the fight, really. That's it. Just spin him when he's done. Really, this fight is super easy. This is on the level of Papu Papu, honestly. Also, don't go close to the center guy, because he will just slice you with his sword. Simple enough, you don't even have to aim the spin. Easy boss, right? Good music too. Like a rock Arabian kind of theme to it. I imagine they didn't put them as the first boss because they wanted to invoke the nostalgia from Ripperoo. But yeah, there you go. I would imagine that those would be a better first boss in terms of difficulty, because they're just so easy. There you go, Komodo Bros. And that's 2 warp rooms done. So up we go. 10 out of 25 crystals. How are we doing? 35% of the game done. Not bad, eh? 3 coloured gems. None of the relics yet. 14 gems. And yeah, welcome to this. Plant food has a yellow gem. Oh. More chatter.
Good show, Crash. The Komodo brothers obviously lacked your mettle. But now is not the time to get cocky. There are still many crystals to obtain. Remember, the world is counting on you.
Another one for the pile of innovations. They have the enemies talk to you throughout the game. It is a bit of a meme and a bit of a trope, I guess, but still fun, right? Still fun. Right, there's 2 bear levels in this. Also plant food. Oop. You can move incredibly quickly around this. Okay, plant food. Apparently the yellow gem is hidden here somewhere. Beat the timer to earn a special gem. Okay, let's try and do that first. Yeah, I couldn't remember if there was another section of timer stuff, if that mechanic ever made a return. Apparently it does. Agreed. If the timer starts now, okay, we're just gonna go for the timer. Oh, the whirlpools do suck you in quite dramatically, by the way. I'm not gonna go for checkpoints. For reasons. Avoid these guys quite a bit. That's not made it. I think we get a second chance. Ah yeah, I didn't get the checkpoints because I wanted the second chance at this. Third chance at this, never mind. At least Crash can float. I'll actually get this mouse this time. Oh, well that's what happens when you get sucked into a whirlpool. This is what happens when you start to rush. Forget Crash Crush. This is Crash Rush. You just can't speed directly over them. You go around them, but not direct. Skip that checkpoint. Be careful not to spin the TNT. I actually do want this guy here, because that means we can take a hit from these plants. Grab the crystal, because why not? And just speed on forwards here. Again, taking a hit. Avoid Mr. Plant there. Got 20 seconds to go. Should be more than enough time to get a yellow gem. And now I'm going to do a shortcut thing. Because that gem counts. We've got that gem now, that's permanent. See, still in our inventory, and we can come back here and go for the box gem as well. Two birds, one stone, easy peasy, right? No, the nitro box didn't stick though. Oh well, not a big deal. Oh, by the way, you do want to wait until that TNT explodes before you jump on this bonus platform. Bit of a bug in the game. If you don't, it doesn't save the fact that the TNT's exploded. I mean, you could argue bug, or you could say, well, that was intentional. That was how the original game was. Up to you, I guess. So, by failing that, and coming back, this TNT would still be there, and there's a good chance that you'd just forget that. And then you'd get to the end of the level and be like, hey, how did I miss one box? And that'd be how. delicious. That's surf music though. Okay, give these plants a good old wide berth. This, I don't know if you can actually avoid them. I guess I didn't. But yeah. Yeah, get the checkpoint. I want to go this way first. See, I don't know if you can avoid these guys. But you sure as hell can take them out first. And then just come back. Get on this thing, and off we go. I don't know if you can avoid this guy. I guess you can. Right, that should be the box gem as well. Very good. Look at that. Just like the eel deal, getting everything in one room. Well, everything, apart from the relic. But I don't think it's really possible for me to get golds without the running shoes. I mean, I could if I learn how to consistently slide spin. But I quite like having thumbs. I don't want to learn that. There you go, look at that. Plant food, delicious. Well, maybe not that delicious if we're vomiting up the gem. Sewer or later? There's 2 gems here too. Unlock a new path by earning the yellow gem elsewhere. Ah. There might be a death route here then. We'll see. Eels? No eel here. Can I get in here? Oh, welcome to these guys. Blowtorch wielding lunatic flamethrower guys. Welders? Just be careful, eh? Just be careful, eh? If there's a death route, I'd quite like to actually get it. There is an eel here. Never mind. Oh, actually though, that doesn't count because we didn't get a checkpoint, so we're fine. I think you can actually sneak around these guys, but I'm gonna do this. Yeah. Okay, I think you can sneak around the blowtorch guys, the welders, the flamethrower dudes. But it's not worth the risk when we're actually using lives here. Oh. Literally in front of the checkpoint. Good stuff. Yeah, we can't like sprint or anything. If we could sprint, we can't actually do it. Yeah, he does sort of follow you around with this thing, and then he gets distracted by his work. What? Water is slow. I think some of these platforms later will start sinking, but apparently not yet. I kinda wanna kill this rat, I don't know why, but I really do. Let's take the yellow gem path. Oh, new music. This seems pretty sketchy. One gem? Really? They give you the gem that early? Maybe the box gems? Partially on this path as well? I don't know. If it's a death route, we'll find out at some point. This is really not easy. Get out of here, you screaming man. Ah, plenty of electric platforms. Oh, really? So there were no boxes on this route at all. This is odd. Oh, we can't go back that way. Then I'm curious. We still have the gem. Yeah, we don't need to go that way then. Wait, how do you... Just a timing thing, I guess? Huh. Sure. This is me just trying to go for both of the gems in one run. So we got the secret gem, which was really relatively simple, honestly. I do not want to go that way. Oh. Huh. Wowee. Ah, there we go. 16 boxes? Oh, the nitro count for this bonus. Of course, we can't actually destroy the nitro boxes. Yet. Yet, indeed. Alright, this fan is spinning too quickly, so we need to move this. We could make it through there now, but I'm gonna be nice and safe. Destroy all 3 of the blades. Simple. That takes no aiming, by the way. It's just hit the dude and it will destroy the fans. Like literally if I stand here. Never mind. You actually do have to aim it vaguely in the right direction. Of course, this is where in a speedrun you just find a way to damage boost through all that. I'm gonna go this way first. Kill this guy. Because I don't know what is in either direction. Kill this guy. Ah, a crystal. And a perfectly timed invulnerability to make our way back with. Oh, get him! Oh, I didn't get him. There we go. Box gem, hidden gem, crystal. Done. It's a fun level. Also, those pieces of music, the sewer pieces, I've used those in many, many, many videos before. People have noticed, and I appreciate that. It's good. Like, some of the best music in the game. Then again, I wouldn't say that there were any bad pieces of music in any of these games, so... Is that even high praise? I guess, best of the best.
Crash, thank goodness! I hacked into Cortex's computer and found detailed schematics for an improved Cortex Vortex and a suspicious-looking space station. I'm not sure, but Cortex might be trying to...
I bet that's a really weird cutscene when you're playing as Coco. So she's just talking to herself. Bear down. Should we do bear down? Let's do bear down. I don't remember what type of level this is, if it's just a runny berry level, or if it's run away from the bear level. It's a runny berry level. Slightly different music? No, it's not, it's the same. Okay. I think they wanted me to sprint there, but I didn't want to. Right. Get on that polar bear. Ooh, yeah, they definitely want you to sprint there, because that's super sketchy. This trail of apples. Bit of a hint. I guess you're supposed to... I should call them apples. Unironically calling them apples. What am I doing? I'm a heathen. I think they want you to start sprinting when the fruit shows you to. Just a maybe. Yep. Why are you lifting blocks of ice? I guess you gotta stay warm somehow, right? Gotta be very careful on tap and jump in sections like this. Okay. Alright, they just totally delayed that. I knew there was a section like that. Oh, it's very hard to turn, by the way, when you're on ice. Don't put it down on me. Right, now sprint. And doesn't that look suspicious there? Of course, it does. So let's grab the box gem. Now, in the original version of the games, these were moving platforms, and they were tiny, tiny little ice platforms, little icebergs. Not nearly as lenient as that. But hey, there's another secret exit. In case you didn't know about it. Now you do. And that will open up Air Crash. Very good. There's the two objects for bear down in there. We see a requirement for Road to Ruin, which is in our third warp room right now. Totally Bear, I think that's also in our third. So yeah. So we're in here. I don't think you can actually get in here other than using one of the exits, so I think you have to do it like this. Anyway, Air Crash. Time to get us a box gem. We don't need a perfect run to the death platform, I don't think. I don't think there were any boxes to gain through that route. If I'm wrong, then whoops. But hey, extra stuff at the start of Air Crash. Some lives if you're willing to risk it. If you are willing to risk it, then you're a lunatic. Whoop. Nearly steered directly into the mine. Applied directly to the mine. And that's the source of all our nitro woes. Look at that, 47 boxes, we haven't done anything yet. Now that ports us to the start of the level where we can actually do the stage. I believe. Yeah, this is the start. So now it's just a case of beating the level. start taking the second secret exit. Very good, very good. Satisfying stuff here. Whoop. Gotta do this bonus again though. Luckily you don't need to really remember stuff like this, so it's one of these super easy ones as well. I suddenly got very worried that I was going to mess that up. After saying it was super easy. Yikes. Okay. Get rid of this dude and rusty platform. There's our death route. Which I'm not going to take because I don't believe I need to. Remember, don't skip this. Don't skip the left platforms, but do skip the jet ski thing. Also, get your slide jumps right. On the edges of the platforms, yes? Delicious. Let's not slide into these mines now. Never mind, let's slide into the water instead. Let's take a skinny dip. That mask ain't gonna save me, Gaim. Oh no. You can slightly slide off the platforms as well, by the way. Mean mine placement there. Not so bad. Not so bad. That's 102 boxes. We are good to go. One box gem from Air Crash. Jolly good. Game feels a lot more linear when you know the secrets. Or when you've got a good feel for them anyway. Like everything just kind of flows together. Whereas if you didn't know about the blue gem, for example, then you wouldn't know about the next one and the next one, and it wouldn't flow nearly as well. There we go. And that'll be Warp Room 2 finished, I believe. Yes. You know, minus the relics. Plant food, done. Sewer later, done. Bear down, done. We've just got Road to Ruin and Unbearable. I don't know if we can get the box gem in Road to Ruin. Bearing in mind there is a secret entrance into Road to Ruin. What the hell are you doing, Crash? Breakdancing? I don't think we can get the box gem in this. So... I mean, I'll break the boxes that I can see, but I will not be taking too many big risks. There is a death route to do, though, so good luck on that. Yeah, temple level's making a return. But a bit differently. I saw a fantastic skip for this death route the other day. Again, watching Gene. These guys you can only slide onto to kill. If we've learnt anything from Crash 1, it's that orange means bad. So you have to slide under them to kill them. I think that's one of the first enemies that forces you to do that. I saw a pretty damn cool skip from watching Jane the other day. This death route, you don't really need to do it. I will though. You can skip to the end of the death route by making a ridiculously hard jump. So, cool stuff. Ow, I forgot about these. I very much forgot about these. Get out of here, dude. The reincarnation of the pinstripe barrel throwing dudes. Now gorillas throwing logs. Thanks, game. I hated those enemies in the first one. I hate them in this one too. I don't know where the safe areas to stand are either. Makes sense. These platforms notoriously slippery. A lot worse in the original version of the game. Not so bad here. Actually gonna play this safe. And there we go. That's the end of the death route. Not too bad. You can actually get here from where I'm looking at right now. Over to my right, there is in fact, maybe this platform will show us, this jump. You can make this jump from here over to that spouting flame head thing. And it's ridiculous. Ridiculously impressive looking. Yeah, we don't need them fancy skips. I guess I'll do the bonus, because why not? Lives and stuff, right? We're only at 64. Only, in quotes. I don't think we can get the box gem, so shouldn't need to try too hard. Oh, it's one of these. One of these debates. I was hearing that in my left ear. Was there something back here? Nah. I see the rest of the level back there too. How can I body slam these? Oh. Yes! Satisfaction. There we go. Easy bonus. I don't know why they had such a weird gimmick of the metal boxes. I missed one Wumpa fruit. No. Misery. Anyway, back to this. I meant to do that. I lied. There's a jumpy enemy there, I saw it. What was it? A monkey. I did not intend to really land on him like that, but lucky me. Have a go. It was holding something, or it had something part of it. I don't know. Anyway, secret gem. Did get a crystal though. Forgot about that. Whoops. So I didn't really need to show that off in the first warp room. Never mind. Never mind. I wonder if Cortex is going to berate us for it again. Nope. Let's play this with Coco then. Why not, right? Just alternate a little bit. Ah, the achievement One Man's Trash. Apparently for getting, what, 20 gems? How many gems are we at? 21. 21, and that's an achievement? Why? What a weird number. Also, I would imagine that we need that stuff on the left there. From the secret exit. Secret entrance, I suppose. simple enough stuff, right? This level's not too bad. I would imagine you can jump over these fires as well. Yeah, not bad at all. Oh, it's literally right there. It's right there and I just almost walked past it again. Impressive, right? Also, if I remember rightly, there's one of these little rooms that we're stood in with one of these boxes, and it makes nitros show up, which is quite mean. Oh man, look, the death route is there. It's right there. We just needed to backtrack a little bit. No, I didn't feel confident there. Story of my life. I'm not going to do the bonus because what's the point? This time, actually getting a crystal. Well done. You know, the main point of the game. That's a weird looking side panel there, isn't it? Just not having the crystal there is really... I don't know, it looks empty. That's 14 out of 25. I guess we're going to do Unbearable. Except the Coco can't do Unbearable. It is a Crash only level. The giant bear opens a secret passage. Oh. Again, this is one of these levels that kind of debates you with secret stuff. And I got stuck on this as a kid for so long. Until I realised what was going on. Now then, let's run away from a boulder in this level. Oh god, never mind, that is a very angry looking polar bear. I'm sorry. I apologise for all of the things that I may or may not have done. I'm gonna break these fences, by the way. Even the lizards are running away from this guy. He's angry, boys. Almost feel sorry for him. I guess he knocks himself out, because he could definitely kill Crash there. But that's not the only one. Apparently, polar bears roost is what they do. I believe you can also slide through these wooden grates. I don't know. And yes, to get the box gem in this level, you have to know about this. What hint is there apart from the tooltip in the original game? No idea. So that was just bad gameplay from me there. Just wasted all my masks. Do I want to go up? I may do. There's nothing down there, right? Oh, bullets! Yeah, these guys, I don't believe they appear anywhere else. What am I doing? I don't think they appear anywhere else in the game. And they literally just fire these weird old-style hunting rifles at you. I'm trying to remember what they're bloody well called, I can't. Blunderbusses, there you go, but with very accurate bullets for some reason. Yeah, blunderbusses are more like shotguns, they just kind of fire a scattergun effect, really. These bullets are quite annoying to deal with, actually. Just gotta be very careful about it. There you go. How would one get that? Not like that. I guess like this. Almost missed those. That's fine. There's more bullets coming. And a robotic armadillo. Or is it robotic, or is it just armoured? These are important questions here. It's armoured. You can't spin it. I just learned that the hard way. The hard and really quite mean way. Be careful of this bullet. Be careful of this nitro. More bullets to be careful of. Oh, this turtle boy is going to be slightly in the way. Can I actually jump on this? Not really. I do not like this jump. Well, let's just do that. And hello. Interesting, they do appear again, those enemies. Yeah, I thought I was going to have to just slide jump over to this. That's not going to make it. Look, extremely lucky. Can I duck this? Yeah. I'm going to hope that there's a nitro exploding crate at some point, otherwise that's going to be a problem. On crystal? And a bonus, there's the nitro exploding thing. Can I come back this way? Why does it sound so circus-like? I imagine this would have been easier if I blew the nitro up first. But hey, that wasn't too bad. And nitro. Missing a few boxes still. Alright, here we go. More bearing. I believe this guy's actually also slightly faster than the boulders. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh, that did not feel very safe at all. Poor bears. Oh god. Welcome to this section. Now we're running away from them on a polar bear. That's TNT, don't run into that. Follow that fruit. This isn't quite as bad as I remember it being. Okay. Not bad at all. Not even any boxes you need to break in that section. 1 gem. Alright. That's 15 crystals, right? That's third warp room done. So what is the boss? I don't remember. I mean, the final boss is obviously Cortex, and then there's Engine, is the next boss. Let's see.
Crash, my boy. You are more than halfway there. But I'm sure you've noticed that things are getting harder. The last 10 crystals will be the hardest to gather, and our enemies will be sending their strongest forces to thwart you. I'll contact you again when you have completed the next warp room.
Will you indeed? Oh, of course, Tiny Tiger. Yeah, the introduction of Tiny Tiger. Here's a recurring character that's I guess replacing Koala Kong, really. I wonder why. Why they swapped a Tiny Tiger instead. There he is, very angry looking guy. Similar design. Like, he's pretty cool dude. And to defeat him, well, we just have to trick him to fall. Platforms will turn red, and after a short time they will fall. He just follows you, that's all he does. In the original version of the game, he could only make one single jump. And he could only do that. He could only do that one single jump. Up, down, left and right. Now in this version he can jump diagonally, so you gotta be careful. See you, Tiny. And then at the end it just does that. Very easy boss overall, really. Hardly feels like you really defeat him, and it's more just like he gets sick of falling and leaves. Also these scientists in the left, in the tube. Fun little details. Fun stuff. How are we doing? Okay, bear down, road to ruin, we're missing a gem there. That's it. How are we doing total? Well, that's how we're doing total, but I didn't even look at it, because apparently I didn't. Now then, hanging out, digging it, cold hard crash, ruination, behaving, oh behave. Those are our next 5 levels. Oh! I didn't know you could do that. I just found out that right bumper will do slides. Which means that slide spinning is ridiculously easy. Cool. Anyway, how are we doing? 54% of the game done. Bear in mind that we haven't done any of the relics, and that's going to be some percentage of the game. Also 27 relics, but only 25 crystals? I wonder why that is. Maybe there's 2 hidden levels that are just full-on levels that are completely hidden. I don't know. We're missing 1 coloured gem. We've got just over half of the clear gems. And, yeah. Not bad. It's a pretty quick game, honestly, Crash 2. I think Crash 1 is probably... I want to say about as fast as this. Crash 3 is definitely a bit longer. Yeah, Crash 2, 69 lives, by the way. Nice. Anyway, yeah, we've got 10 more levels to do, and then we've got all the speedruns, and we've got gems to do. But that'll be for next time. Right, Crash, don't give me that look, I've got to end at some point. We'll be doing that now. So thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please do feel free to leave a follow and come back next time when we'll do Digging It, Hanging Out and the rest of these levels. Behaving's a fun one. If you can't imagine the gimmick in behaving, I may have just given it away. So anyway, cheers for watching guys, and see you next time. See ya.